It's talking about patience and empathy with our kids. We're human. Sometimes those little ones can just get under your skin a little bit. And you kind of want to put them in their place. This doesn't work at all with Paige. Not even a little bit. She's a smart one, man. She comes right back at me. And I'm like... So when it says do not provoke your children to wrath, it's like when you've told them one time about... It's like, that's one of Harlow's games fired up on my phone. We want to tell them once, and then we figure, well, I'll tell them again just in case. And then 5 minutes later we call them, hey, can you come in here? I want to talk to you some more. Then we tell them again, and we go on for an hour telling them something that they got in the first 30 seconds. They're way hipper than we are. That's provoking your children to wrath. Driving it in over and over and over ad infinitum, more and more and more. Just say it, mean it, and love them. I think that's what it's saying. Do not provoke your children to wrath, but bring them up in the training and admonition of the Lord. I think this speaks to having compassion and empathy. Sometimes I expect my kids to make decisions or come to conclusions way beyond their capabilities or their experiences. But wait a minute, Pastor Pete. Aren't you the guy who coined the phrase broken decision maker syndrome? I am. But Harlow will ask something like, and I alluded to this before, Daddy, why does that sign say yield? And I want to make some smart remark because everybody knows what that yield sign means. But Harlow doesn't. I need to be humble. I need to be down at my kids' level. I need to exhibit a fatherly and a godly influence, but I need to be willing to get down and speak to them face to face. I need to be willing to take the time to explain, take the time to love, take the time. Yesterday I got to go to a little barbecue, and Dawn wasn't feeling well, and Paige was at work. Yeah, she works. And she's a roller skater at Sonic. It's so cool. So Harlow and I go to this adult barbecue. And it's really cool because she loves adult food. Like, we'll go to a restaurant, she'll order salmon. She loves sushi. She's 10 years old. She eats more sushi than Dawn and I put together. Like, we got to be quick because she'll get all the rolls. So she and I went together, and she said, this is so cool, just this daughter-daddy date. And I got to spend, I wish I would have loaded up a picture that I took of her yesterday sitting on this, like, my friend's house is up on this big hill in Yorba Linda, and she's sitting on the edge of the hill. She's watching this musician, and she's sitting there, and she has just such a beautiful look on her face, and the wind's kind of blowing her hair a little bit. It's like one of those Hallmark card pictures. Do not provoke your children to wrath, but bring them up in the training and admonition of the Lord. Finally, it comes down to this. In Revelations 21:7, and I alluded to this already, he who overcomes shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. He who overcomes what? The unholy trinity of me, myself, and I. Simple. Oh yeah, the world has its place in our failure. The devil definitely